Hi, I'm Janet with Southern Edge Math, and today we will be using Desmos to solve linear equations and then use that solution to evaluate an expression. My goal is to help you know exactly what to type, what to look for, and how to feel more confident using Desmos on test day. Example, if 8m subtract 14 is equal to 5m plus 10, what is the value of m plus 4? So the first thing you need to know is that Desmos needs the variable to be x to graph. So if you're going to type this into the Desmos graphing calculator to get the solution, you will need to replace both of these m's with the letter x. So you would need to type 8x subtract 14 equals 5x plus 10. So grab your Desmos graphing calculator and type that all in on the first input line. Okay, once you get that typed in, you should be able to see a vertical line, and on that vertical line you should be able to hover or use your cursor to tap the x-intercept, and that x-intercept is your solution. So 8 is the solution to this equation. So we have m equals 8. I do want you to pay attention and be careful when you're in the middle of taking your SAT and you have a question that comes up like this. A lot of times they're going to go ahead and have that answer to the equation as one of your multiple choice selections. And so what they believe is going to happen is that some of the students in the middle of taking their SAT will get in a hurry or not pay attention or forget that the question does want you to go ahead and evaluate an expression. So what some people will do is that they will see 8 as a choice and they'll go ahead and mark that and go on without remembering that there is more to the question, because they actually want you to evaluate the expression of m plus 4. So what they want you to do is to actually take 8 plus 4 to get the answer of 12. So they do put that distractor of having the solution to the equation as one of your choices. So just simply be careful there. All right, let's skip down to the next one. Our second example says 6x subtract 10 equals 32. What is the value of 3x subtract 5? So if you'll notice that this equation already has x as our variable, so therefore you should be able to just go ahead and type that in without having to change any of the variables when you're typing. So take a moment, type that equation into Desmos and see if you can find the vertical line and the solution. Okay, once you have that typed in, again, you should be able to see a vertical line, and you should be able to use your cursor in order to tap it and see what your solution is to this equation. So this equation solution is 7. So for here I have x equals 7, but be careful, it is not asking you to type that. It wants to know what is 3x subtract 5. So now that we know that x is 7, we can do 3 times 7 subtract 5, which is 16. However, if you look down here, there I've provided what's called a Desmos Smart Move. And if you are pretty good with algebra, or you can see common numbers or common factors within each number in the equation, sometimes you're able to simply divide the original equation. And if you do that to this one, if you notice you have 6, 10, and 32, and all of these numbers are divisible by the number 2. And if you divide each of the numbers in this equation by 2, you will get the simplified expression 3x minus 5, which is actually equal to the 16. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along with the next digital SAT math using Desmos video so you can keep building on those test day skills. Thank you and have a great day.